This is a support video for the Stitchmaster sewing machine. In this video, we'll talk about proper belt tension and alignment. Proper belt tension of the Stitchmaster sewing machine is paramount to good performance and longevity. When depressing on the cogged belt at approximately the center location, you can see here we get a 1/2 inch deflection. That is the appropriate amount of belt tension. Another way to test for tensioning of the belts is to twist the belt at approximately the center location. It should twist almost 180 degrees. If they're not as shown here in the video, you need to make adjustments. Too much belt tension can cause wear on the pulleys, and it will also cause extra noise when operating the sewing machine. You should also check for belt tension underneath the table with the second belt. It should be the same as the top belt. Proper belt tension between the two belts is typically achieved by being sure that the motor is perpendicular to the tabletop surface. This should be checked with an L-square. Be sure that that motor is perpendicular to the tabletop surface. If it's not, adjustment can be made via this screw. The screw can be loosened, and then the motor can be pivoted forward or back until the motor is perpendicular to the tabletop surface. When it is, tighten that screw. Another hint to perfect tension of the belts is typically the idler pulley. The center of the shaft of the idler pulley, when measured to the bottom of the bracket, should be about 3/4 of an inch. If it's not, make adjustments. After making any adjustments, check for proper belt tension again. Here we're checking, and we have a 1/2 inch deflection. That's perfect. Not only is belt tension extremely important, but aligning the belts is too. Typically, aligning the belts is easily done just by mounting the motor 7 inches from the edge of the motor bracket to the table leg. Even after mounting the motor bracket 7 inches from the inside of the table leg, it's also still very important to physically check to be sure the belts are running vertically from pulley to balance wheel. If they are not, you need to make adjustments. Both timing belts should track without side-to-side movement and be well clear of the belt slot edges, otherwise an excessive noise will be heard. This is incorrect. The belt is actually riding up against the flange of the idler pulley, and it's making excessive noise. If you find this scenario on your sewing machine, you may need to move the motor to make adjustments. That's typically the best place to start. Here we're releasing the nuts on the carriage bolts so that we can move the motor slightly to the right as we're facing the rear of the sewing machine. And if more adjustment is needed, you can move the L bracket of the idler pulley as well. Now we're tracking perfectly. If this support video did not help solve your problem, be sure to contact Sailrite for more helpful support.